Hello students, let us continue our discussion in inheritance. So far we have considered the simple inheritance concept. Simple inheritance in the sense one parent, one child concept. Now we are going to take it for the next level, that is multi-level hierarchy. The meaning of multi-level in a real world scenario. See, properties are inherited from grandparent to parent and then from parent to child. That is what the normal world scenario, right? Some of the inherited properties for you inherited property refers to your father's parents property, let it be your parents property. For your parent, again the inherited property refers to their parents properties, isn't it? The same concept. It's very easy and very simple concept. Compare it with the real world scenario. Okay, very straightforward concept. It is multi-level hierarchy with respect to inheritance. So what we are considering here, unlike our last experiment, that is the last discussion, we have considered two different class modules. One we identified as a superclass and the other one we have identified as the subclass, or you consider one as the parent class and other one is the child class. Now we are considering three different class modules, except the one which contains the main function I am speaking. In the previous experiment also same, except the one which contains the main function, we have defined two different class modules. One is parent, other one is the child. Now we are going to accept our main function. We are going to create three different class modules. One is the one we are going to treat as the grandparent. Second one we are going to treat as the parent, and the third one we are going to treat as the child. Okay, so parents, from grandparent, let us consider from grandparent properties, public, protected as well as default properties. Please remember public, protected and default. If none of the access specifier is specified, then the member, particular member or in general property is considered as the default property of the class. It can be taken further in the hierarchy, right? Only private members cannot be taken in the hierarchy further. That will be having a restricted access. So non-members, even it may be the child or whatever, cannot have access to the private property of a particular module. But apart from that private concept, we can have access to the default member, public member as well as the protected member. So all the default, public and protected members of a grandparent will be accessible for the parent. Further, you are going to extend the class, the parent class. You are going to create the third module, that is the child module. You call it as the, for child, please concentrate now. For child, properties of parents are accessible, isn't it? Properties of parents are accessible. Properties of parents in the sense its own property, that is parents property, its own property, public and public, default and protected, plus the inherited property of the parent, right? Inherited property of parent from grandparent. So both the members will be accessible for the child. You can see that by considering this diagram. Say this is what the relation, hope it is clearly visible. I will highlight it for your reference purpose. So what will happen? Properties will be derived from a grandparent to parent and hence to the child. Please understand this. Okay, we will have a small programming example. It is the continuation of our previous programming example. The entire program I will be, screenshot of the program I will be sharing in the group as well. Just go through the explanation. Yeah, it is the continuation of the previous experiment. The same experiment we have taken once again. As you can see, the box class is taken with the three private members. Okay, box class will be the super class now. It will be the grandparent, you can observe, right? Next, it has got a box class has got a properties, as you can see, which I will be highlighting later on. Okay, it has got 3 members. Then it has got the constructor, different versions of the constructor you can see over there. Hope it is visible. Box with object type as the parameter. Yesterday in the previous video we have discussed about this, right? Even you can pass object as the parameter. OB will be the formal object, the actual object. Last time my clone, observe my previous video, check there, my clone object what we have created. Okay, if you have any doubt you ask. Go through the comment lines and all. The entire program screenshot I will be sharing in the WhatsApp group. No need to worry. Hope it is visible in the video. You can copy the contents even from the video as well, but concentrate now. Okay. Then multiple versions of the constructor we have defined. Second version you can see 1, 2, 3 variables are taken, box with width, height as well as depth, as you can see. And the next version of the constructor, see, constructor with no parameter. So default values will be assigned, width, height as well as depth, -1 will be assigned, and box with one parameter of type double is taken, width, height as well as depth will be initialized to same value, that is length what you are passing. Then volume is computed. It is not a constructor, it is just a normal member function. Please concentrate, none of the access specifier or access modifiers are mentioned here apart from those 3. For those three variables it is mentioned as private, but for rest nothing is mentioned as a prefix. So please remember, if nothing is mentioned in a Java, it will be treated as the default member. Default member is somewhat like our public and protected member, only it can be accessible throughout the program. Please remember this, only private members cannot be accessed outside the class module. Fine. Now see the child class we are considering. I mean, first box class is taken. The next class module we are considering box weight, which inherits the property, which extends the properties of box. As you can see here, extends is the keywords which defines the concept of inheritance. Okay. Now we are defining one variable here, and no access specifier is used as a prefix, so it will be the default member. Please concentrate on all these things. Now box weight, what will happen? Box weight, again a constructor of itself is taken. It is taking an formal object and the previous concept. Recall the concept of super. Earlier we have considered, no, super is used to pass the parameter to the base class constructor. What it does, it is simply passing the object parameter to its base class or its super class. Who is the super class for box weight? Concentrate here. Who is the super class for box weight? For box weight, super class is box class, right? It extends the properties of box. Any doubt you ask? Okay, any difficulty you ask? Concentrate on my previous videos. Hope the contents are visible because I am zooming the things here while explaining, isn't it? And even I will be sharing the entire program in the group. Concentrate on working. So use of super, earlier in the previous session we have discussed 2-3 videos I made with respect to super. Go through my previous videos. So here box weight, what it does, box weight constructor is passing the parameter, that object parameter, formal, whatever it can be. Here OB is the formal argument, that parameter will be passed to the base class constructor. Okay, concentrate these things using super keyword. Fine. And again one more constructor of box weight is defined. How many variables are there? How many parameters are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Concentrate here, right? Double W, double H, double D and double M. First 3 parameters are passed, width, height and depth. They are passed to the base class using which keyword? Using super keyword. It is the same concept what we have discussed in the previous session. Only 4th parameter, that is M, is assigned to weight. Fine. Then we have one default constructor call as well, that is box weight. Weight is initialized to -1. The first 3 parameters will be initialized to -1 by whom? It is done by the super class. Just make a call for the super class constructor. Which version of superclass constructor is called? Can you answer? Say which version of the superclass constructor. This version of the superclass constructor will be called. Where it means? Yes, concentrate here. Superclass constructor, this particular version I will highlight. This version of the superclass constructor will be called from where? It will be called from, it will be called from here. I put the tick mark, right? Yeah, from here, because box weight there is no parameter you are passing, only the fourth parameter weight will be initialized, because weight is the property of the box weight itself, it is not the property of the parent, it is your own property, okay, not property of the parent. So, no need to pass the parameter to the parent, instead you initialize it here itself. Fine. Then one more, we have version of the constructor double length. So, length, here you are passing the parameter to the base class constructor. So, which version of the constructor will be called? Though the multiple version of constructor we have, but you have to concentrate which version of the constructor base class constructor will be called. See, the fourth version of the base class constructor will be called, because it is taking one parameter length, isn't it? Width, height and depth value will be initialized to the length or the parameter what you are passing. Concentrate here, hope it is visible. Isn't it visible? I have zoomed it, it is visible only, right? See here, this thing what I am highlighting now. Fine. Now, two different modules are defined so far. What are the two different modules? The next class module we are going to consider now, that is shipment. So far, two different modules, that is box and box weight are defined, where box weight is extending the property from parent class box, right? Now, the next module, so grandparent to parent, from parent to child we are considering, as I said earlier. So, multi-level hierarchy we are defining now. Shipment is the child which extends the properties from box weight. That is, now concentrate on this diagram. Earlier I said no, the previous diagram, say from grandparent to parent, from parent to child properties are derived. In the same way, so grandparent, what we are doing, box we are treating as the grandparent, its child will be box weight, and further child of box weight will be shipment, isn't it? Concentrate over here, what the thing I have written as well as highlighted, right? If you have any difficulty, you ask. So, class shipment which extends the properties from its parent is box weight. For box weight, who is the parent? Box is the parent, isn't it? Any doubt in that? You ask, okay? If you have any doubt, you can ask personally, or you can even ask in the comment section, or you can ask in the WhatsApp group if you have any difficulty, okay? Then further, we have used the concept of super once again to pass the parameter to the base class constructor. For shipment, base class or parent class will be box weight. For box weight, parent class will be box. That's it. So, please remember, super is the keyword which is used to send the parameter to its parent. So, who is the parent for shipment? For shipment, parent is the shipment's parent is what? Box weight only. So, it is sending the parameter to box weight only. Then from box weight it will be further redirected to the actual parent, who is the that is grandparent for shipment, that is for the box class. So, different versions of the constructor are called in the used in the same way, as you can see, 4 different versions of the constructor. See, default constructor with 4 parameter, with 1 parameter of type double, here 1 parameter of type object. All the things I have highlighted, isn't it? Same as that of our previous discussion. So, 3 different modules are defined, and here is the entire program where you can where you can check, okay. It may not be entire thing may not be visible because I have zoomed it. If you Yeah, now the things will not be visible in the video, so I will be zooming it. Okay. So demo shipment is the class we have created as per this scenario. So you can see, so the program name should be demo shipment.java, because we have included the main function over here. This will be the fourth module. So I have excluded the main function, the class module which contains the main function. Earlier I told you very clearly, saying 3 different modules you are supposed to take. One is grandparent, second one is the parent, and next one is the child. So demo shipment is something different which contains the main function. Okay. We are creating the subclass object. Which is the subclass now? The child class, that is shipment. We are creating the shipment object. Different objects we are creating, 2 different objects we have created. Count the number of parameters, how many parameters you are passing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parameters. So though we have multiple versions of the constructor, so which constructor will be called? Concentrate. Shipment with this is the shipment with one constructor, concentrate on the pointer. This is the shipment with count the number of parameters. Second one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Concentrate on the pointer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different parameters we have. W, H, D here, M here, C here. Out of 5, first 4 will be sent to its parent. Width, height, depth and mass or weight, that is decided by parent, and cost is assigned to, that is the 5th parameter C is assigned to itself, because cost is the property of the shipment. Mass is the property of the what? Its parent. W, H, D are the properties of their parent, that is mass is the property of what? Parent. Its parent is nothing but our second module, that is box weight, and W, H, D are the parents of properties of the first class module, that is box module. Isn't it? Fine. Okay, 10, 20, 15 are the first 3 parameters. So first 3 parameters, so W, H, D, 4th parameter is M, 5th parameter is cost, as per the statement over here what I am pointing, as you can see. So 5th parameter 3.41 will be the cost, 4th parameter 10 will be the mass, first 3 parameters will be width, height and depth respectively. Same, in the same way we are creating the second object as well, 234.76 and 1.28, and we are printing the values, as you can check the output later. And even we are computing the volume of both the box. How to compute the volume? You know, volume is nothing but width, height and depth product value. So we are printing it, as you can aware, as you can go through over here. Volume of the shipment one, even weight as well as cost we are printing. We can even print all the values. The entire program screenshot I will be sharing in the group. Okay, if you have any doubt, you ask. It is a very simple concept. Only thing, you have to concentrate on the videos and you have to concentrate on the contents of the program what I am sharing in the group as well. Okay, if you have any doubt, you ask. Thank you for watching.